Hi everyone, happy International Women's Day. Welcome to this International Women's Day inspired webinar. I am really excited to share this day with you. My name's Sharon Wood and I'm an aromatherapist. I studied at the Tisserand Institute in London in the 1990s. I work in my own practice at Camp Mountain here in Sandford, and I'm lucky enough to work with Perfect Potion over the years ever since. I'm really excited to talk to you about this International Women's Day webinar. International Women's Day has been growing and growing in popularity, and each year it comes up with a different theme. This year it was Choose to Challenge. And now choosing to challenge could have been a lot of different things for you. So, you know, if you were unsure, you could jump onto the International Women's Day workshop website, and there was a list of different things that you could maybe talk about. One of them was possibly just gender equality, really challenging gender equality in your workplace, in your community, in your home. It could be the pay gap. That's another really big and prominent issue that often comes up around International Women's Day. It's an opportunity for us to discuss and talk about. It could be the quite frightening domestic violence numbers that are being experienced in the community these days. This could be something that you really want to choose to challenge. For me, if any of you know me, my passion is not only aromatherapy, but it's also cycle coaching. I teach women how to understand and use their menstrual cycle as a peak performance tool. And menstrual shaming is still a prominent issue in the community. A research study done in 2019, the participants that took part in that, 50% of them showed that they experienced menstrual shaming in the workplace, and 1 in 10 mentioned that they actually experienced menstrual shaming in their home. For me, it's about challenging those attitudes, about being a little bit more open. So that's something that I feel strongly about. And for me, it's a lot easier. In my workplace, I can choose to challenge the environment and feel supported. I can send out a little message, or I could do a video and sort of feel like I'm being heard and it's open. But not everybody's workplace, community, organisation, or even home has that same sort of situation. So when we talked about International Women's Day, and we've talked about what sort of topic could we discuss, and something that was relevant and something that would be really adding value, we looked at actually using aromatherapy as a tool for change, whether that be in your workplace, in your community group, or at home. So tonight's talk is all about that. So what we're going to do is look at different environments that you're wanting to be able to choose to challenge. So some of the environments that you'd want an open and receptive environment. You'd want an organisation that's open to new ideas, that's keen to listen and hear. You'd also want an environment that's nurturing and supportive, somewhere where you feel comfortable speaking your truth and challenging the status quo. The other thing that you'd maybe be looking for in an environment is somewhere positive and with high energy, with great sort of optimism about the future. You really want to be surrounded by people that encourage that and bring out the best in people. And you also want to feel safe and secure in your own sense and in the environment. You want to feel if you're able to talk about something that you feel safe in doing so. You don't feel that you're going to be attacked or or suffer from some, consequences after the time. So we really want to talk about this tonight in this International Women's Day webinar. Now, as an aromatherapist, I could just give you a heap of oils. I could just tell you, okay, this oil and go and do this, this, and this. But what we really wanted to do was share with you a thought process or a model, if you like, of how I came to these oils and why they work so well. And I wanted to do it using Sal's aromatry theory. Now, I don't know how many of you have heard of the aromatry and Sal's aromatry. Sal wrote a book a couple of years ago now. The aromatry is behind me as well. It sort of features in lots of different areas for Perfect Potion. This book is an amazing book of understanding the parts of the plant, the different parts of the plant, and how by understanding the different parts of the plant, you can see the impact that it will make on you and on your environment. So knowing this, then you can maybe use this in other areas of your life. You can take what we sort of talk about tonight and use it in different areas. So first of all, we really want to have an open and receptive environment. So you want to have something that you can feel confident and that people are listening. So that's the big thing, isn't it? Are people listening to me? Are people hearing me? Are people open to this? Now, when I think about those sorts of actions that I want the essential oils to have, I think about the essential oils that come from the leaves. So leaves, they are the essential oils. What do they do for the plant? Well, they breathe for the plant. They open up the airways. They allow you to breathe. And it's about opening up physically, but also emotionally and spiritually. Like if you think about it, it's opening up to new ideas, opening up and feeling like you really want to take all this in. And this is what the essential oils from the leaves do. So they're all about, digesting new ideas. They're about developing emotional tolerance for other people's ideas. Many of the leaf oils, they really help protect you from negative influences. They dissolve energy blocks as well. And so they're really fabulous for creating that really positive energy for you. So they're good oils for self-confidence and, just to feel open and fresh. So what sort of oils am I talking about? So we're talking about oils like peppermint. We're talking about eucalyptus, tea tree. You could even think of lemongrass, basil, rosemary and hyssop. Now, so you could get yourself into your workplace or your community group or even your home, as I said, if you're wanting to sort of tout a new idea or, choose to challenge some thoughts around there. And you could use your diffuser and put some of the blends together. Try some peppermint and eucalyptus together, maybe some lemongrass and rosemary together. Get it in there and really help to create that wonderful atmosphere. Now, if you don't have all the essential oils, that's okay. You don't need to go out and buy a dozen oils and have these and try and remember blending. You can use some of the blends that Perfect Potion have already created for you. And I've picked out a few of my favourites for you to talk about today. So I've gone with Great Outdoors. They're really fresh and opening. It's just, you feel like you're outdoors, you've just got that real open expanse that you're feeling. Focus. Now, focus says it all, doesn't it? It's about really clearing your head and allowing a place where people can really listen to you. They can focus on what you're saying. They're not distracted. And the other one was walk in the forest. And again, I think that says it all, doesn't it? Like, imagine yourself out there in the forest, in that expanse, really listen, you know, being open and happy and all of those things. Now, essential oils are safe for children to use as well. So you can use them in a diffuser, and that's a great way, you know, like little ones, you're trying to encourage, you know, these challenging thoughts from younger ages as well. So you can safely use them in your household, and diffuse them happily in the air, and really encourage, you know, all age groups and all sexes to get involved on your sort of your challenge, your platform. So I hope that gives you an idea as to why I've now gone, if you want something open and receptive, think leaf oils. Okay, so I hope that sort of helps. What's the next thing in work environment or in a community group or home that you're really looking for that's going to support you to really challenge? And for me, it's compassion and kindness. So you want to encourage people to empathize with your journey and understand that where you're coming from. You know, you want that connection, that deep connection. Essential oils are a wonderful way of developing an environment that can do that, and you can use these essential oils on yourself as well. Maybe you could make up a spray and spray it around you to feel, you know, feeling of empathy and understanding as well, because it's a two-way street, right? Yeah, it is. So what would be the essential oils? What part of the plant would you think that oils would come from that would encourage compassion and love and empathy? Well, my suggestion is the flowers. So the floral oils. So you've got, you know, ylang ylang, neroli, rose. You've just got all of these beautiful oils that are about love and compassion and joy. Now, if you think about it, why do I say flowers? Well, why do we give flowers? You know, what do flowers do as part of for us? And we often give flowers for love, and we give flowers for grief. So if somebody's really sad, you'll give them a bunch of flowers. If you're in love with somebody, it's quite common that you'll give flowers. They're all about love. And if you think about what the flowers do for a plant, well, they're the reproductive part of the plant. So again, they're that love and you know, survival. You know, you're moving on, you're growing. So that's why I say floral oils. They also make you feel relaxed. You know, a lot of the floral oils are calming and relaxing, but comforting and nurturing. Lavender. How did I not say lavender before, people? Where did I go? So, but if you think about those, so let's say you're in a work environment and it's a little hostile, maybe, you know, maybe you're feeling that you're having a few little, there's not a lot of love going on in here. Then I would really focus on using essential oils that come from flowers. Now, again, floral oils some of them can be a little bit more an investment. They are often harder to extract, the essential oil, and they're rarer and they are a little more expensive in that case. So if you're worried about financial options, you can use, again, some wonderful blends, that Perfect Potion. And again, I've just picked out a couple. It's very hard when it comes to the floral ones because there are so many beautiful floral essential oils blends that we do. But I would have to say two of my favorites would be Compassion, so the one from the Chakra range. And Compassion is all about heart, it's all about love, it's all about connection. It's that real connection with somebody and understanding and deep empathy. And then, of course, I just had to include probably an essential oil that I've sold and used more than any other oil. It was sold exactly this formulation in 1996 when I joined Perfect Potion, and that's the Relax. It's just a blend. It's a beautiful blend. If I still to this day am feeling a little bit frazzled and a little bit tired and just really wanting to switch off, good old Relax does the trick perfectly. So you could use oils that you could join. Now, I missed out a couple of oils that I just realized. I was just about to go on to the next one, and I thought, oh, hold on a minute. I haven't talked about Roman chamomile and German chamomile in there as well. So they are two amazing oils as well. They are comforting and nurturing, but they help with that busy head. They help with that frustration that you might feel. So these are fabulous oils, and they're in quite a few of the blends as well, so keep an eye out for them. But really soothing and calming, and you can't miss things like jasmine, ylang ylang, and rose. So again, get into your environment, give it a go, try a few different blends depending on what you're looking for. So we're looking for compassion, we're trying to connect, and these are the oils that I would go for. Think florals. So the next environment, well, how are you going to challenge change if no one's happy? You know, if everyone's grumpy, if everyone's frustrated, if everyone's cranky all the time, you know, that is a tough environment to try and get change going in the workplace or at home. So I definitely, when you think happy, you've got to think citrus. So you think the citrus, the fruit. It's one of those things. Have you ever peeled a mandarin and not smiled? I don't think so. It's one of those things. As soon as you smell it, they make you smile. It's sort of, I remember somebody telling me once, try and skip and not smile. You can't do it, apparently. You every time you skip, you smile, and every time you smell a citrus oil, you smile as well. Essential oils from citrus are just that. They're uplifting, they're refreshing, they're not stimulating, but they bring you energy. They lift you. They lift your spirits. There's a joy and a spontaneity about them. They're just about them. They're just beautiful. They are just an oil that you can use to create a nice, fresh and happy environment. So those sorts of oils would be oils like mandarin, sweet orange, lime, lemon, mei chang. It's just, grapefruit. It's those citrusy oils are happy and joyful. You know, they just bring delight to us. So they're the oils that I'd use. Now, again, if you're not so sure about trying oils, like you can get the blends and you can go, oh, okay, I'm going to go 2 drops of lemon, 3 drops of grapefruit. Give it a go. It's beautiful. But if you're not sure, and again, if you don't have all of the different essential oils, you can choose some of the blends, again, at Perfect Potion. So one of my favorites is Positive Vibes. It says it all in the name, really, doesn't it? It's just when you smell it, you just smile. It has a freshness about it. It has a lightness about it. It's happy, it's positive, it's, you know, that sort of feeling. Again, another one's Refresh. Refresh, again, is just exactly that. It just helps you to lift that mood. It helps you to just feel a little lighter, you know. Sometimes environments can feel a bit like that and you're wanting to feel, you know, uplifted. And the other one is Bask in the Sunshine. So that's another one that a personal favorite of mine. So I have to be biased and say that a lot of these are personal favorites of mine. If somebody else was presenting, they might have chosen some different ones, but these were favorites. Now, remember that when I talk about the essential oils and how to use them, I'm talking about environment. So I'm talking about putting them in a diffuser or making a spray up that you can do. Or I am also talking about using them on yourself. So if you're about to present and you're wanting to be positive and happy, you know, you could look at these oils as well. So, you know, you can use them on an aromatherapy bracelet, which is my personal favorite thing to do. Or you can, again, put it in a spray or make a body oil. So there's lots of ways that you can use them on yourself. And if you're unsure about all of these, I'm not going into dilutions and things like today because we've only got half an hour. And you may have guessed that I tend to talk quite a lot, like I'm a bit of a chatter, and I could go on forever. But if you're wanting to know more information about how to actually use the oils and what they're for and the different things and, you know, really getting into them, I really do recommend that you take a look at the introduction to holistic aromatherapy online workshop. It's a new workshop that we've released at Perfect Potion Education on the online platform, and it's really worth a look. So, but you know, forgive me if you're little experts and you know it. So, this is for people that, you know, just in case you're a bit unsure, what's she talking about? How many drops? You know, how can I use it? That sort of information is in that workshop. So let's keep going. So before I talk about an introduction to aromatherapy. So the next thing that you're wanting to have an environment that makes you feel confident and secure. Now, these things this is a really important one. You know, you want to feel like you're in a space where people are confident in your own, you're confident in your own self, but you're confident in that what you say is being heard. So what essential oils, what part of the plant do I think of when I think of confidence? Well, I think of the trunk of the tree, the wood. You know, it's the security, the strength, just the mere size of some of these trees, like, you know, big sandalwood tree or a big cedarwood tree or something out in the forest. It stands strong and it stands tall. And so when you're looking at essential oils to help with confidence and security, I would definitely go with the wood oils. So things that give you stability and, you know, comfort and strength in your own skin. So oils like sandalwood, Buddha wood, and Atlas cedarwood come to mind. Now, again, they're oils that might be a bit more. So I've definitely picked two oils that I think you would love. One is mindfulness. It's absolutely beautiful, and it's got that gorgeous woody note that just, as soon as you smell it, you feel 10 feet tall. You know, you just stand a little straighter, I think. And the other one is Soul Comfort. So Soul Comfort, again, is about that connection and strength and feeling secure in your own skin. So that would be the oils that I would choose when it comes to those sort of security. Now, what's the last sort of thing? We're getting onto it. I've still got some time to go. I'm powering through. But the last thing that I really wanted to talk about is protection and guard. So protecting yourself. You know, when you're challenging things, when you're going through different ideas, you can feel a bit vulnerable. You know, it can really make you sort of question yourself. Now, as a cycle coach, I would also say make sure that you're in a good phase of your cycle, but I'm digressing now. But I would definitely say that you're feeling strength. You want to feel strong and you want to feel secure and you want to feel like you're not being attacked. So essential oils that I think of when it comes to this is the resins. So resins for the plant, what do? Well, they heal the plant. You know, if the plant is wounded, a resin forms to heal and protect. And that's what those essential oils do for us. There's, you know, frankincense, myrrh, benzoin. They're all the essential oils that can do that for us, that can give us a feeling of security, that can calm our mind, but can protect us from the outside. So I would definitely include those blends. Now, again, you looking at essential oils for that, my two favorites for this would be Harmony. Harmony is another one from the Chakra range, and it is again all about protection and feeling like you're a strength, an inner strength. And the last oil is Hecate, and it's from the M Goddess range. Hecate has quite a complex blend of essential oils, but it is an oil that makes me feel secure when I am feeling vulnerable. It makes me feel strong when I am unsure. It's one of those beautiful oils that deepens your thought and slows you down, and you know, you can really feel protected. So I hope that makes sense. So when you think about it, we've talked about the different actions that you're looking at to create an environment that makes you feel like you can challenge and make some change. You know, choose to challenge, but do it in a way where you're feeling supported and you're not going against the grain. You know, give yourself some strength, give yourself some tools to help you do this, because change is important. And moving to do things like this, it's big, you know, even it doesn't matter where you're doing it, you know, whether you're on the platform in front of millions of people or you're in your home challenging some thoughts that you want to change. You know, it's really important that you're feeling secure and supported. So if you've got any more questions today, I really hope that you reach out to us. I hope that this has given you a bit of an idea about the sort of education that we love to give here at Perfect Potion. We've got an exciting education portal and we're putting up new programs all the time. So if you're not already on our email, I really suggest that you subscribe, because there's so much going on and there's things happening all the time, and we'd love to keep you up to date. And there's always great sort of offers as well, so it's really important. Speaking of offers, make sure that you take up the offer that's one day only, and it's the 10% for customer care people. So all you have to do is go in and register to your account and enter the code that has been shot out to you in a few things. If you're not sure what it is, make sure you just pop it on the chat, but it's, I think it's IWD10. And then you get 10% off today, which is fabulous. And you can go and get all your essential oils that you need to challenge change wherever it may be. I really hope that you've enjoyed today. I hope it's been worthwhile. I hope there's been a few new thoughts and new ideas and concepts that you have discovered. And I look forward to hearing from you, and I hope to see you again. I think we are almost on time. I cannot believe it. So I do talk, I am a motor mouth, and I do tend to talk really, really quickly. I know that there's been people on the chat, and I'm sorry, I'm so focused on the screen that I haven't been able to reply, but my wonderful Debbie, who's been helping me, will send me any messages where, you know, that we can do. But thank you very much, and I really hope that this inspires you to use some essential oils and go and challenge and go and choose to challenge. Thanks, everyone. Bye.